Cinepeer is an offshoot of Gwin, which came about, I would say, less than a year ago. And the whole idea of this brand is it is Gwin as its backbone, as its core, but this is a more budget-friendly, perhaps less feature-rich brand that they are able to sell at a lower cost, so making accessories cheaper for everyone. Now, I reviewed their Weebill 3E gimbal recently, and I'd say that still to this day that is the best gimbal that you can get for around $200 US. And now Cinepeer is getting into lighting. And so I have two lights here. One is familiar, this CF100, but this one is all brand new and something that I have not seen before. So in this video, we're checking both of these lights out. I'll start with the CF100. It comes in this long box with a user manual, service card, a carrying pouch, and this shower cap that is a diffusion filter. Oh, and a USB-C charging cable. The light is exactly like the Gwin 5-Ray F100, except instead of white or black, it comes in this slightly gray color, which I like. It's a wand style light with a nice rubberized grip on one end, tripod mount at the bottom, DC and USB-C ports on the side, and a simple scroll wheel interface that we've seen in the F100. And it's remarkably easy to use. You can go from 2700 to 6500K or full RGB and pick your color to a great level of detail. The back features 6 cooling fans that don't turn on much at the levels that I use it at, but once you crank it up to 100%, they will turn on after several minutes. They are incredibly quiet, however, so it shouldn't be too distracting on most sets. On the light side, there are 324 lamp beads, as they call them, with 98 TLCI, 96 CRI, and a max lux of 2610 at 1 meter. This light has a 2600 milliamp hour battery built in, and it gives you from 5.5 hours to 30 minutes depending on how brightly you use it. And just like the F100, there are 6 effects: fire, TV, faulty bulb, candle, SOS, and lightning. Now, I've been playing with this light over the last week or so, and I've been trying to find where this is worse than the Gwin version, which is more expensive. And the only thing that I can come up with is perhaps the plastic on the Gwin version is a little bit more premium. Functionally, though, there's really not much of any difference between these two lights from what I can tell. This one is just as good, just as bright. There is no built-in Bluetooth or app control with this light, but there wasn't on the premium version either. So if you want lights that you can control from your phone, unfortunately, this isn't for you. What you get with this wand light is good build, great performance at a price that is significantly cheaper than the F100. That light retailed for $250 US, whereas this one, with its sale price and my coupon codes and links down in the description, can be purchased for about $100 less, and that is a deal. If you've wanted a great performing little RGB wand light, I see no reason to spend more on anything else. Now let's check out the new C100, which in my opinion is even more exciting. It also comes in a long box. Inside there is a zippered padded case, a shower cap diffuser, user manual, accessory pouch, service card, shutters to direct the light, a latched light holder, DC power cable, and the light itself with some plastic barn doors that are removable. From a build standpoint, it's pretty heavy. It feels like a commercial light. The design is interesting, if nothing else, with a silver curved section that likely houses the built-in battery and a squared off control panel with a little screen, 2 buttons, and 2 knobs that can be pressed on top. On the bottom, there is a DC and USB-C port, and on either end, there are tripod mounts. This light has a 4500 milliamp hour battery that lasts 54 minutes at peak brightness and several hours at lower brightness levels. You can do the same 2700 to 6500K white temperatures, as well as full RGB up to 36,000 color combinations. Max lux on this light at 1 meter is 3870, which is nearly double the lux of that CF100. There are quite a few different lighting effects with this model, 18 to be exact, which means there are a lot of different things to play with and customize for things like music videos and concerts. There are 9 cooling fans here to keep heat down and 304 LED chips under this curved white plastic cover. Both of these light modules are about the same size. One just has no handle on the bottom and it happens to be brighter. Oh, and the C100 has app control, which is a huge plus and one of the only negatives with the CF100. So you could set this light up in a studio setting or set up several of them and then control all of them from your phone. This C100 is so bright. This is 1% intensity. and it is a little bit more expensive than that CF100. In fact, this thing comes in at $299 a regular price, but it's currently on sale. And with the links down in the description with my coupon codes, I think you can get this down to around $250 or so, right around that point. However, that is just for the light and a couple of accessories. For the full kit that I got sent, it is an extra $100, so it is more money. I think this light could have been launched under the GWin 5-ray brand and done quite well, as it's premium feeling, something that doesn't have an in-house competitor, and it is a new design. In any case, I like this light a whole lot, and I think that you'll see more of it in upcoming videos as I figure out this corner of my YouTube setup. So I'd consider these two great options if you are looking for RGB battery-powered lights. One is a little bit heavier, has a larger battery, gets a little bit brighter, has app control, so that's why it costs a little bit more, but you still can't go wrong with this little compact 5-ray, but a cheaper version of the F100. That's especially true because most of the time when I'm using RGB lights, at least in my studio, I have them at less than 20% intensity right now. This one's at 11, this one's at 18, and you can see they're way too bright for my setup, or at least for being as close as they are to me. When it comes to lights like these, reliability and service is important. In general, the major failure points are either the LEDs or the battery, and unfortunately, user replaceable batteries are nearly extinct with most new products these days. I've used GWin lights for the last 5 or 6 years almost exclusively, and I've never had an LED module fail, but I have one time experienced a battery failure. And GWin customer service sent a replacement to me within 5 days. Their support is very good in my experience, and they offer a 1-year hassle-free warranty on everything. This CF100 has been out for a few weeks already. This C100 was just released a couple of days ago, and as I said earlier, they are both currently on sale. If you are in the market for one of these RGB lights, definitely use that link down below. That way you can save a little bit more. I think it's 10% at least off of the price of these things brand new. No tax on their website. They ship really quickly. So I'd encourage you guys to check them out. Let me know down in the comments which one of these two lights was your favorite. Special thank you again to Cinepeer for sponsoring this video, and a bigger thank you goes out to you guys for watching. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.